Hello everyone, it's Karen, and it is about 1 o'clock right now on a Saturday. It is normally way later than I would ever go to the beach, but I'm reading the best book right now, and I just thought that it would be absolutely amazing to kind of reenact part of the book and to finish the book at the beach with a sandwich. So, the book that I'm reading right now is called Sandwich, and it's by Catherine Newman. I want to wait and tell you more about it at the beach, but what I am going to do before I tell you about it is make a sandwich that one of the main characters eats in the book that I just thought sounded really, really good. So in the book, they describe basically packing up for a trip to the beach. And so I'm going to do that now, and then I will tell you more about the book when I actually arrive at the beach. Because remarkably, everybody's up. We decide we'll all head to the beach. But first, the epic making of the sandwiches. I complain about this part of vacation life, but I love it, and everybody knows this. I look for my favorite bowl, the one with the Scandinavian mushrooms printed around its enamel sides, and mix 3 cans of tuna with half a jar of mayo, heaps of celery, pickled pepperoncini peppers, and a splash of juice from the pepper jar. Jamie, Nick, and I all want fresh dill and cucumbers in our sandwiches. Nick also wants honey mustard, lettuce, basil, and tomatoes, even though I judge him about the chaotic too-muchness of it. Willa, a clam-eating vegetarian, wants mozzarella and roasted pepper sandwich, which Maya wants too, though she's not totally sure if she'll eat it. Willa wants fresh basil on hers and a drizzle of balsamic. Maya wants only cucumbers. I complain joyfully about how particular everyone is. Wrap everything in foil, stick it all in the cooler, add a package of Vienna Fingers cookies, a big bag of cherries, dill pickle potato chips, a half dozen cans of lemon lime seltzer, a big mason jar full of water with lemon slices in it, and a couple cans of beer. We disappear into various rooms to clamber into our swimsuits, and then some of us put sunscreen on, me, Willa, while others of us claim they'll put it on at the beach. Okay, so I realized that I said that I would tell you what this book is about, and then I totally didn't. So the book is called Sandwich, and it's by Catherine Newman. It is essentially like the perfect book to bring to the beach or to bring on holiday with you. It tells the story of this family that has been going to Cape Cod on vacation forever, years and years and years, since their children were little, and now their children are like in their early 20s, I would say. They have 2 kids. So our main character is Rocky, and she has a husband, Nick. Together they have 2 kids, Willa and Jamie. And yeah, they're in their early 20s. Jamie brought his girlfriend with him this time, and so she's in this as well. And they are just going on vacation together, and it's just a week in their life, and it's kind of slow and quiet. It deals a lot so far with family, with relationships, with changing as the years pass, both as like how parenting is different when your kids get older, and how bodies change as the years go on. There's a lot of talk about menopause so far in this, as that's something that Rocky is dealing with at the moment. There's loads and loads on menopause. And I'm just to the part now where the family has been together for a while on vacation, and now Rocky's parents are also joining us. Her mom is actually from the UK originally, and so that's kind of cool as well. Yeah, like, I don't know what to say about why I love it so much, because it is just like a quiet week. So far, just like having a holiday at the beach. I think that there's a lot of sensory details that's really making me love it. Like when they were describing all their snacks that they were bringing to the beach, like it made me want to make this sandwich that I did, and it was really, really good. So I don't know how much dairy I can have, because I don't usually have that much dairy, but like definitely a really good beach sandwich and something I'll enjoy for a while. And yeah, just like the day in, day out of summer life, I guess, the details of summer life, I'm just finding really enjoyable and really, really liking it so far. Oh, and also, if I could recommend this book to anybody right now, even though I'm not even halfway through it, oh, maybe I am halfway through it, I would recommend it to Sarah from Your True Shelf, because I think that she would find the aspect on like women's health and like the feelings that the main character Rocky has super interesting. And then also, like, there's so much food writing, and even though there's some discussion of like making bacon and like foods that she doesn't really typically or ever prepare for herself, I still think that she would find the food writing just super like soothing and comforting, and just like I think that it would be a good book for her to take on vacation when she goes to Cornwall later this summer. Okay, so as I planned, I finished this book on the beach today, and I didn't even wear my bathing suit or anything, because I only went to the beach to read this book and to eat a sandwich. Very successful trip it was, for sure. So I pretty much already said everything about the plot of this book, so I won't go over that again. I want to just kind of share a little bit more about how I felt when I finished it. So I ended up giving this 4.5 stars. Like, I really, really loved it, and I think that it could possibly change to 5 stars the more it sits with me, but I just felt like this book was a warm hug. And I told someone that on Instagram, but I think that I want to be more specific about that. Imagine that it's like the summertime, and maybe you're like out on the porch with a friend, or just outside on a walk or something, and you know how from time to time with a friend you just get into these really deep, beautiful conversations that go like to the next level, like beyond that surface level conversation that you often have with friends, and that just dive deeper into the bigger issues of life. That conversation that you would have with one of your friends that is next level and a little bit deeper, that's what this book feels like. And it feels like a warm hug that you have, or a warm feeling that you have after having those deeper conversations with a friend. And so I just really, really liked this book. And there's no really details of this book that would allow me to describe why I loved it so much, except for the feeling that it gave me, and that feeling of like a warm hug after a really deep, intimate conversation is the best way I can describe this book. I will say that if you have experienced pregnancy loss in your past, or if that is something that you're kind of going through right now, just like a trigger warning for that. This might be difficult in some regards because of that, but I just think that this is the perfect book for summer. That is just a really good mix of just like summer vibes, but with more depth. It's definitely literary fiction and not just like a beach read. But yeah, I'm curious who else has read it. It just came out, but maybe people have read it previously, or maybe you're interested in reading it. If so, I would love to hear your thoughts on it after you read it. So come back and tell me what you have thought about it. Anyway, regardless of if you read this or another book, I am just so happy that it's summer reading time and that I was able to read an entire book in a day. This is a shorty, but just like the summer vibe of being able to take time for yourself and just reach that like deeper level of relaxation that allows you to read a book in a day just feels so amazing. And I am so grateful that it's summertime. So I hope you guys have an amazing day, whatever day it is that you're watching this, and I will talk to you later. Bye.